Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And getting to start, Jared Schuster.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Ready to go? And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. And a count 1-2. And a pitch. That's to third, and it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Trey Turner. Ball to strike. The pitch. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
Well, he's just glad they got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Stop. The lead runner at second. Turner on at first with nobody out. Laced down the line, could be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. One runs in. The second run scores. It's 2-zip.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Here's a 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. One-two now. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Back-to-back strikeouts. And now it is JT Realmuto. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. JT Realmuto singing has turned into arguably the top catcher in all of baseball. He's won multiple Gold Gloves, multiple Silver Sluggers, same story, multiple times an All-Star. This guy is fun to watch. Two and two. Out to short. Fires across the diamond, and Realmuto is out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Bryce Harper with the run-scoring double for the Phils. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here in Atlanta, getting the nod in this one, Taijuan Walker. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
And the pitch. And there's a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Kicks and deals. And now it's 3-2. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Real Muto to first. And Acuna retired. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Michael Harris.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
The wind and the pitch. And down on strikes. 2 gone now.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Austin Riley. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Travis.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One left for Atlanta. They trail things here 2-0. Back at Truist Park, and now it's Alec Bohm. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The pitch. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris after it. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. 1 up, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 16.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. His splits between April and May there. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So the batting order turns over. This is Bryson Stott. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to third. Nope, he held back. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. 1 left for Philadelphia. as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom half of inning number 2. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Singy, Taijuan Walker originally drafted in the first round by the Mariners back in 2010, and a guy who's put together a very solid career. He was an all-star with the Mets in 2021. And now 1-2.
Well, showed a lot of promise early on, but dealt with some injuries there and a lack of consistency. But over the last couple of seasons has really found it. Like the way that he commands that two-seam fastball. You don't see a whole lot of guys using that pitch as much as they used to, but he's got a good thing working with it.
Rocketed out towards right center. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Eddie Rosario.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Another 1-2. Ground ball to the right side, and that one finds its way through. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Hard ground ball, base knock. Here comes the runner. Schwarber fires it to the plate. In comes the run from second, and they trail by 1.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
First and second, no outs. Here's Orlando Arcia. Base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Not a bad slider by any means. It was down and away, but an even better job to spoil that thing. And he let it travel, didn't try to hook it. Man, that's a really good approach. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield. But another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
At the plate, Michael Harris. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 runs in. Close play, but in there. 3-2, they take the lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Grounded out his first time. The pitch. Base hit center field. Arcia around third. He will score, and they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up at RBI at 110 miles per hour on the exit velo. That thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. The 1-1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Move over to first, try to keep him close. Singing some numbers fun with Taijuan Walker, originally drafted by the Mariners. His number was 44. That was his favorite number growing up. When he got traded to the Diamondbacks, that was Paul Goldschmidt's number. Switched to 99 when he moved to Toronto. Hyun-Jin Ryu at 99. So he went 00. Eventually landed with the Mets, but Mr. Met wears 00. So he went back to 99. Center field. Marsh moves under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 5-2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Austin Riley digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Yeah, Austin Riley is one of those guys that has a lot of barrels, usually amongst the tops in the league in average exit velocity year in and year out.
Acuna at first, 1 gone. Strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just gonna have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 2 out.
Up next for Atlanta.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Travis d'Arnaud. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pickoff throw. Acuna dives back in.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Acuna runs. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next one misses. Ball 3. Marcell Ozuna on deck for Atlanta. That one hit to right. Castellanos gets under it. Makes the catch. And that ends the inning. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Braves 5 and the Phillies 2. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Turner now. 1-1 now. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
He was all over that one. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here's Bryce Harper. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The lefty ready and a 1-1. Next offering is outside.
You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Here's Harper, the count 2-1.
Ball.
And another ball.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Knocks it down.
Couple of singles back to back. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
And that one is in for a strike. First and second here, no outs. Down the line, it's a base hit. Runner around third. 1 runs in, around third. Relay throw. The tag. And he's out. But one run is in to score.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. He was a strikeout victim his first time. The 1-1. That one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. But they push across one run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 5 and the Phillies 3. Bottom of the inning. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
He's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
In the air out towards right center. Marsh on the move. And there's one down.
The left fielder, number 8,
Eddie Rosario next up for the Braves. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Rip to third. Harrison fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And the right-hander deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. And misses inside.
It's a good take.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And that one is gone. Ozzie Albies goes yard. His 11th of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 6-3.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over. Stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Singled and scored his first time.
2-1.
That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. And the righty deals.
Ball.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Next offering is fouled back. Here comes a pitch. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Michael Harris will hit next. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. And a 1-1. Good eye right there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 54 preparing to come on if needed. Brogdon warming up as well. Hard hit to third. They take the force out. That ends the inning. Albies with the key hit for Atlanta. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. And now on the mound to start the fourth, Kirby Yates.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. He's 0 for 1. The Phils in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Josh Harrison getting ready to hit, and he's already singled in this game. And a pitch. That one ran inside, almost got him. Next offering is down low. Now 3-1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The 3-1.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Marsh leads off first with 1 away. And miss, struck him out. That's the 2nd out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Yates keeping an eye on him. Left-hand hitter waits. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Called strike right there. Two outs. On the ground to the left. Over to Albies, and that'll do it. Phillies strand 1 and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. And welcome back. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Acuna now. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And the 3-1. Here's a rocket out to left. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Here is Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And he hits a ground ball right side. Slings to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. 1 for 2.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And it's fouled away.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
The pitch. Popped up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And the Braves go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Now we see Raisel Iglesias out of the bullpen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Braves, number 26, Raisel.
Trey Turner now.
Moving on to Philadelphia, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
I'll tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
And a count 1 and 2. Got him swinging.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos, struggling on the road this season, better results at home. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
That one ripped. That's back there. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
You